same time at the same place right here in this channel, Peace in the Meadow, 8 p.m. Central Time. You can Google whichever your time zone is and compare it to Central Time in America. If you aren't sure, go to Texas. Texas is the best way. And how do tones affect us? Actually, there's a lot of that in next episode, and there was some of it in this one. And I love each and every one of you. You guys are amazing. You're all great people. And Mel, I promise you, as soon as I have the ability to help you, I will. Right now, I don't. Right now, I've got a hurt. That's a lot of them, actually, but one that's really, really big that affects the biggest part of my life. The part that made me feel real again. The part that got me to where I am now. The part that got me here helping y'all. If it hadn't been for...
Sorry.
Go ahead.
Peace. I'd be happy to help anybody that needs help. If they like my help, I would be happy to help. If anybody wants to hit me up, just please feel free.
She didn't. I think she got the highs perfect. What she's wanting is a healing session like we did for Shazam. Because of what I've been through over this weekend, I'm not in this space for it. And I feel like I would do more damage than good. It's not a grief. I'm not grieving. Spirit Moon, I'll explain later. But is that a real dog? I thought it was one of your drawings for a minute. Hi, poopers. But I'm gonna go ahead and let Angel close us out with this challenge. What was the challenge? We challenged each other to write a poem about each other's growth or something.
You just challenged me to write a poem about you, the way I feel about you. I think how I view you. How I view you.
You're gonna talk about how you feel about me?
No, how I view you.
Oh wow.
I thought it. Okay, I thought it was about. I thought we were gonna talk about how much we watched each other grow, but that'll work too. I guess.
I wrote it about how I view you.
Okay,
So
because because the way you said it made me sound so arrogant and like full of myself. But I need some praise, bitch.
I wrote it about how I view you. So there's that.
You want to come on camera and I'll put you up on the big screen?
Okay. Give me just 1 second to look in the mirror really quick so I don't look like a hot mess. Okay.
Hello, my eyes are covered in glitter.
I was having a rough night before I came in here, so I just want to make sure I don't look like a total train wreck, friends.
Even if you look like a total rain trick, we still love you.
Okay. Hi, friends. All right. This one is...
You look where you were talking about hot mess from. Continue.
Okay. This is just titled Meadow. All right. When I first met you, you were just a voice. No camera, no face to read. Just something honest cutting through the noise. And it stopped me. Not gently. The kind of stillness that takes hold before you understand why. Before you can decide if you even want it to. I knew it immediately when I heard you reciting your poetry. There was something there, already in motion, something that didn't feel like chance, didn't feel accidental, something that had already decided we would cross paths before either of us arrived. We didn't just meet, we recognized. There's a thread, tight, unseen, impossible to trace back, that pulled us into the same space at that exact moment it was meant to happen. And I felt it before I could interfere with it, before I could name it or pretend it wasn't there. Your poetry didn't reach, it didn't soften, it didn't ask to be understood. It stood, exposed, unfiltered, carrying pieces of you most people spend a lifetime trying to bury beneath something safer, something easier to survive as. And you set them down anyways, not carefully, not apologetically, just there. And that kind of honesty doesn't pass through quietly. It elbows its way in, it settles into the edges of a room, it lingers where it isn't invited and leaves something behind whether people want it or not. I found myself leaning in and listening differently, not out of curiosity, out of recognition, because something in me shifted in response to you, not loudly, not dramatically, but in a way that doesn't reverse itself once it's happened. You intimidated me, not because you were overwhelming, but because you weren't hiding, because you stood in yourself without adjusting for anyone else's comfort, and that's rare. Most people reshape themselves to be easier to hold, to be more acceptable, more palatable, less likely to be misunderstood. You do not. You remain. And that does something. It strips people down to what's actually there. It forces them to feel what they've been avoiding, to face what they've learned to step around. You don't just speak, you expose. And I think that's what stayed with me. Not a moment, not a feeling that could be explained away or softened into something smaller. You, the way you exist without turning away from yourself. The way you continue to offer something real in spaces that you don't know how to hold without flinching. Hold it. The way you continue to offer something real in spaces that don't know how to hold it without flinching. The way you leave something behind in people without ever asking for anything in return. I don't see you the way people usually see each other. I see you as love, not fragile, not performative, not something that disappears the moment it's met with resistance, but not hardened either. There's a softness in you, real, intentional, the kind most people lose when the world gives them a reason to. And you didn't lose it. You kept it. And not because it was easy, but because it's who you are. And that kind of softness, the kind that stays even after it's been tested, that's not weakness. That's something most people don't know how to hold without trying to change it. And maybe that's why I knew so quickly, not because I figured it out, but because something in me had already seen it before, somewhere beyond memory, somewhere that doesn't need proof to recognize what's real, because some things don't arrive as strangers. They arrive as something already known, something already understood, something that doesn't need time to make itself clear. And whatever it was that crossed that distance, that found its way through noise, through timing, through whatever had to shift for that moment to exist, it didn't come here to be forgotten. It came to be felt, to be recognized, to leave something behind that doesn't fully let go. And some things, once seen, don't ever release you. They don't ask to stay, they just do. Poem.
Wow, dude. Wow. Oh, that
I'm
was beautiful.
absolutely speechless. That's the most beautiful, beautiful worded poem that is printed. Sorry. Yeah, that's beautiful.
Don't apologize, man. That was beautiful. Y'all are making me cry. Yeah, I gotta get up super early too. And I am tearing up, and now I'm getting even more fucking glitter in my eyes. I really